GNT Show is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised. These are the voyages of the GNT Show. Our continuing mission to explore Star Trek storytelling, to seek out new worlds and interesting characters, to Boliga, where no show has gone before. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the GNT Show, episode 213. I'm Terry Lynn.
And Joe Lontrue, bitches. There she is to my left, your right. I forget what she's wearing. It's Terry.
I'm wearing, it's my fuzzy robe.
Oh, yeah, her fuzzy robe. And there he is to my right, your left, wearing his DS9ers uniform, Ceridium.
Kapla. And technically, for anyone keeping track at home, this is take 3 of our intro.
It's so true. Take 3 of our intro.
And way to blow the cover.
And Mike and I totally forgot to actually record like the first 20 minutes of the show. So we're just kind of this is all kind of a redo.
Through the magic of temporal anomalies.
You gotta love that. We're using those like crazy. We're gonna Braga the fuck out of this show.
What did you do this week? Coffee Clutch.
Coffee clutch. I had a tooth. It got pulled. It was bad. I'm on painkillers. There's my painkillers.
He has pills. He's been happy.
Pez.
Y'all missed a funny fucking story, though. Let me tell you.
Funny. Oh yeah. Mike, what did you do? Oh, you were sick.
I was sick. I worked and then edited like a mad fiend and read Seekers 3.
Killed 2 hookers this week, right?
He read
only
Seekers 3
this week.
He got 2 hookers.
No, that you're getting it mixed up. Last week I made meth.
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy.
And I worked, and then I worked, and it's pretty much it. And then we all talked about how we weren't going to talk about the big news until the end of the show. So now you have to watch or listen to the end of the show to talk about the new show.
Coffee Clutch at warp speed. That's what
and then we watched some porn together and picked it apart for a few minutes just because we could.
Did we talk about, in the future, we will be talking about anime big butt mouse pads. So just stay tuned.
Man, did that get cut?
I think so.
Did the boobies in the butt of the anime
boobies in the butt thing? Yeah. Have we talked about that?
Pizza cutters or cheese boards or something. My doppelganger, Nick. Hey, what's up, brother?
So we have really no idea where the show picks back up again.
I won't know until after I start editing.
So,
the comment that got me in trouble won't even be on.
Right.
You're safe for another week.
About the thongs and who I want the annotated list.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. See, and I got for nothing.
I know.
It's all good, too.
So,
Paul, did you have anything to add?
Yeah, Paul.
All right, there you go, Paul.
All right. Love you guys very much. Here's the rest of the show.
I need more Star Trek stuff. Product news.
Length, but he sure makes up for it in girth.
What was that about girth? Yeah, girth.
What Matthew Anderson posted there. Dude doesn't have a lot of length, but he sure does make up for it in girth.
But needs a cutting board, but it can't be wood.
That fucking looks like something out of a fucking Tim Burton nightmare. Or dream. I'm not judging.
Well,
for
our listeners who are like, what the fuck are they talking about? Matthew Anderson posted pictures of the Penis Festival in Japan. So it's like a fertility festival, and they celebrate the penis. And I think they even have one for the vagina too. I love it. I think it's fun.
But I was watching TCM, and they were visiting the Coppola winery.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's because they're starting their new wine club.
The TCM wine club.
The TCM wine club. Yes. I know.
They've got like 6 wines named after different stuff on TCM, like the essentials and different things. So I just thought that was really cool.
So that is a product we could actually, So Nick, what happened that made you think of us?
It was wine, Alan. Alcohol made me think of you and Terry.
I guess we could have been insulted by something else, and that's not insulting. So yay.
Yeah.
What other products came out? There's a couple.
There's the one that you shared with me last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that in there.
It's in there.
Oh, okay, cool. Panties, right?
Yes.
So, a couple of weeks ago, ThinkGeek came out with these really beautiful, like laptop carry messenger bags, TNG messenger bags. And they're beautiful. I purchased one of the red ones, and they have what?
I love those things.
They're really cool. They even have pips, right? So they have 4 different gold pips, and then they gave you one of the junior grade pips, right? The black onyx ones.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually change your rank on the messenger bag.
Oh, sweet.
It's really cute. But kind of along in the same style, so to speak, are the new TNG panties that came out this week, which are really, really cute. You get one of each. It's a 3-pack set of underwear. You get blue, red, and gold in TNG style with a little communicator right there on the hip. It's very cute.
Feeling that.
What? They're cute.
Just not feeling that.
You would too. If somebody was wearing those, you'd totally feel them.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
not feeling those.
I think
to me that's kind of like a Rubicon.
Take them off, right? That's what you'd be saying.
You know what? I'll find the messenger bag for you, my dear, because they're so cute.
They're awesome. These are the ones that I tweeted, right? Or put and said, holy shit.
Yes, and I loved it so much I ended up buying one. They're so cute.
Someone finally commented on my bag that I got at Shore Leave at Vegas. I was getting gas driving back from Connecticut, and I was in New Jersey, and at New Jersey, they fill up the gas for you. And the guy, looked in, and he was like, and I said, fill it regular, and he looks and he goes, oh man, you're a big fan. Oh God, Matthew Anderson, no.
Well, you can buy a G&T thong. Why can't you get a Star Trek thong?
You are so stuck on the G&T thong, aren't you?
It just cracks me up. It cracks me up that that we actually have a thong available. I think that's a riot. And the fact that somebody actually might buy one,
I want us to get flashed with a G&T thong at the convention.
That would be freaking awesome.
And I will have a list out, annotated, of who I would like to have.
Annotated. And I have one more product that just was announced
all right.
yesterday. Actually, it came out of the Deseret News, but it's a new board game. Yeah, there we go. Mayfair Games has come out with Star Trek 5-Year Mission. It's a cooperative dice rolling game for 3 to 7 players. So Star Trek crew members, players work together to perform different tasks listed on alert cards by rolling dice. Alert cards come in varying difficulties, such as blue, easy, yellow, medium, and red, hard. To begin, each player chooses a Star Trek character from the original television series or Next Generation series, and each Star Trek character has a unique ability that allows him or her to break the rules. So it's nice to hear. We were just talking about how these are also, I believe, Mayfair Games makes Catan games.
I was going to say tile-laying games. That sounds like Catan.
Yeah.
Yeah, widely known for Settlers of Catan as 3 games, Star Trek 5-Year Mission, Isle of Skye, and Extra Extra.
So, yay! There's some fun new stuff coming out. I really think that, I'm sorry, but I love the messenger bag. They're very durable. It really well made. Probably one of the best products I've seen come out of a Star Trek license for a long time. It's also, I like the panties. I think the panties are cute. So, oh my goodness, look at that. They make them for guys too. Thank you, Matthew Anderson. I still think it was funny that several years ago that we always thought about having like a pair of underwear that had like a clear panel.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where she's going with this, Mike.
You would have a picture of Picard that would have a clear panel on his head, or a picture of Riker that would have a clear panel at his beard. That way you would know whether or not, you Riker or Picard. That was me and Melissa after a couple of drinks. We had a good time. It was fun.
You mean Junkie?
Yeah,
Star
Trek Junkie. Nice. Yeah, we were discussing our entire adult line of Star Trek products that we would totally license if we could. It was a great night of discussion.
I I gotta ask, who would be the sloppiest of like the next generation cast crew? You brought it up.
I did?
Who would be the sloppiest?
Sloppiest?
Yeah, like 70s.
Ew.
Troy.
No, I see her getting a Andorian wax.
Oh, you mean not trimmed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like 70s Earth Mama.
Loxana.
Actually, no. I kind of see her with the landing strip.
I can't believe we're talking about TNG pubic hair.
I gotta say Picard. I just think he wouldn't manscape.
No. Then, yeah. He doesn't have the time either.
Riker.
Will would be like his beard impeccable, you know.
Yeah, oh, no.
Riker would have it trimmed, you know.
Hell yeah.
The album cover to Aerosmith's Get a Grip.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Wow.
That's hilarious. Awesome. So there's some new products out there, guys. Go buy.
Geordi would have hologram.
Don't forget
people on the holodeck shading.
I promised John I would say this at least once an episode, and that is don't forget buy real licensed CBS products.
There you go.
Hey JVC, how about manscaping and female scaping products?
Oh my god, too hilarious!
Shaving the Delta Shield in there.
Before we move off of products, real quick, I think it was last month. Geek Fuel had a special promotion for an exclusive Star Trek product as part of their subscription box that month.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, you told me about this.
And when I received my subscription box, I opened it up and I threw everything out of it looking for that exclusive Star Trek item, as I am wont to do. And I didn't find it. But I did find a card saying that your exclusive Star Trek item is being shipped separately, so expect it soon. Weeks went by. Uh-huh. Finally got the package. I open it up, and it's this really, really cool Star Trek refillable,
it's like
collapsible water bottle. Yeah. It's got the Enterprise, the original Enterprise on it. It's pretty sweet. I'm like, wow, this is actually nice. Yeah, I actually thought this was a better exclusive item in a subscription box than what Loot Crate or even Nerd Block had offered. Loot Crate, they had offered the Star Trek air freshener. Nerd Block, they offered an Enterprise dashboard bobblehead. It's a Starship Enterprise. You know how they have the hula dancing girls for dashboard. Same thing, except this is the Enterprise.
Oh,
it's kind of cute, but I thought the water bottle was a much better product. Just my 2 cents.
Yep. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It looks really cool. When you showed me the picture of it, I thought, oh, that's kind of nifty. It is 47 degrees in the Bay Area right now. I just thought I'd say that because, yeah, I can. So,
all right.
No, it was I'm on the NBC Bay Area site right now because they have an article about what we're probably just going to talk to next, and that is convention news.
Convention news.
And yes, there is.
BlizzCon is?
Huh?
Is that where BlizzCon is? No, because everybody's at BlizzCon this weekend.
BlizzCon might have been. I don't know if they move them around or not. You're talking about the Blizzard convention, right? Did they even have it this year? Because sometimes they do
it's going on this weekend.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, then it might be in San Francisco. Actually, this article is from NBC, but it's actually a real quick article on the 50th anniversary convention in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Anaheim. Sorry, it's in Anaheim.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It was the 6th and 7th in Anaheim.
Oh, BlizzCon is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know they move it around when they have it. It just depends on how many attendees they expect to have.
Oh, Mike, is that what you got?
Actually, that one looks like 10 times better than the one I got.
Wow.
I mean, it's similar, but, you know, that one is a lot nicer than the one I got.
Let me see. Did I put it in there? I did. Okay. So the article really just comes to a conclusion that that 2016's convention is going to kick some major ass. So my concern again is making sure that everybody knows. Pay attention to the creation website. If you haven't picked up your tickets yet, if you don't have your ticket for the convention, normally they don't put general admission tickets on sale until the spring. We're all of the belief right now that all bets are off. We don't know when they're going to put tickets on sale. It could be tomorrow. It could be, July. We don't know. Do yourself a favor. Don't wait. If you have signed up for the email to be notified when tickets go on sale, don't wait for that email, because we learned our lesson for the people who went through the purchasing of the captain's chair and the commander's chair level seats, that they didn't get their email until they had almost already sold out of tickets. Pay attention to the website on a daily basis, and we will provide you a copy of the link of the website. Here it is. Da-da-da. There. And because here's what I'm going to say also for any person who is wanting to be a vendor. I get to bitch now a little bit at creation and their lack of, I'm just going to say it, their lack of professionalism in this regard. I had a very difficult time. I was panicking that we wouldn't be able to get our booth for Star Trek Las Vegas, namely because when are they going to announce it? When are they going to go on sale? How much are they going to be? So I'm going to put another link in the website. All right, another link. So I think I already did that one. Yes, I did. So the next one is, no, this one. Okay. So you'll see the link. If you go to the link that I put in the chat room right now, which I accidentally just logged myself out of. God, I'm such a ditz sometimes. There we go. There. All right, the very first one is the actual website for the 50th anniversary convention. So STLV 50. It tells you it's August 3rd through 7th. It's at Las Vegas. It's at the Rio Hotel. They go through and talk about the new news this week about the new series. And then there's a section right below it. It says vendors. Be a vendor at Creation's official 50th anniversary Star Trek in Las Vegas. It says click here for more information. So you click there. It takes you to their vendor information, general. And you scroll down and it says, okay, this is for, because Creation does more than just Star Trek. They do Xena and Supernatural and Stargate, all sorts of different conventions. And they talk about Vampire Diaries, Stargate, Supernatural conventions. Tables are 300. They're 400 for Supernatural conventions. The 50-year mission conventions, saluting the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, are $350 a table, except for Las Vegas. All right. You scroll down and it says, here's the special things, Las Vegas, Nevada, Creation Entertainment's official Star Trek convention 2016. The Galaxy's Greatest Party, August 3 through 7th, 2016 at the Rio Suites and Hotel. And you read through it and it says tables will be priced soon and available soon. Please note that all wall locations are extremely limited. Booths, which is what we get at G&T Show, pipe and draped area in the front of the vendors area are 10 by 10 feet. Quote, will be priced soon and available soon. All right. So what does that tell you? They're not available yet, right?
Correct.
Yes.
They lied.
What?
If you go above and you say, click here to reserve your table online, it takes you to the reservation section. And if you click on event requested and you scroll down, about the fourth one down says Star Trek Las Vegas booth, tables on sale soon. You can totally order a booth right now for STLV, but they don't tell you how much they are. So if you're a vendor looking for a booth, they're on sale, people. Make sure you get them. Holy shit.
So did you get ours?
I put in for ours. They said it'll take 4 days to process, so hopefully we'll find out by Tuesday. How appropriate, right?
Yeah, that's usually when things get installed.
So I
swear to God, if the person booking those is named Harriman, I'm gone.
I just hope we don't need our tractor before then.
Terry keeps getting halfway out of her chair, you know.
So yeah, I'm actually kind of I'm actually kind of pissed because they tell you, oh, you can be a vendor. You click over there, and if you actually read their instructions, they're like, oh, you're not available yet, and yet they're selling them. So I would have been beyond livid. I would have been beyond livid if I had found out that they had sold out all the booths out from underneath us, because that paragraph says they'll be available soon. I'm just, oh my God. So I have to. So people over at Star Trek Online, the damn booths are available. Holy crap!
And Trek Radio.
Trek Radio, everybody. I'm just
Timelines,
saying,
yes, everybody.
Everybody. If you don't know, they're actually selling them. They're actually selling them. You have to ignore everything they tell you. I just think that's so beyond fucked. It's not even funny.
Charge. Just.
And here's the other thing. We don't even know how much they are. They don't tell you how much they are. It better damn well be the price they quoted us last year.
We can hope, but most likely that they're waiting to see what they end up getting, and then they're gonna like start bidding.
I will not be happy with that. I'm sorry. That would not suffice. Oh my God. I was just really pissed. And what's even more amazing is, I emailed going, remember me? I was the person who tried to book our booth last year, but I didn't have the correct credit card with me in Las Vegas. I would like to be able to order these now. And I got back going, oh yeah, sure. Give me a call on Wednesday. I called her on Wednesday. She wasn't available. I emailed her saying, you told me to call you on Wednesday. You weren't there. I would like to order these. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. We're no longer taking orders because we might change the floor plan. And I'm like, okay, I better damn well get a crack at this.
What difference does that make?
And worse yet,
Wait, I don't understand.
And worse yet,
you know you're then
I send her an email. Then I send her an email on Friday, and I said, "What's going on with the booths? You've got a thing under your Star Trek thing that says be a vendor, and yet it's telling me that the booths aren't available yet." And she says, "Well, we're not taking orders for tables." And I'm like, where in the last year of emails did I ever use the word table? And that's when I thought, holy crap, I wonder if booths are for sale. And that's when I went and searched, and sure enough, found out that they are. I had an almost aneurysm. I almost had an aneurysm.
Johnny Snowball said that Captain and Commander's tickets were practically sold before they let anybody know. It was
exactly.
That he went on their site
and that's what I'm saying. So here's my advice. If you are a vendor and you want a booth, go get it now. If you are a vendor and you want a table, don't pay attention to the front of their website. Don't pay attention to that little section where it says available now. This is the link that you're going to want to go to on a daily fucking basis to see if it's available.
It's worth it to go because then you get to hear Adam's thoughts. Did I say that? Sorry.
So the link that I just put into the chat room is the actual reservation request. I'm just telling you now, check that drop-down list every damn day. And
Bye-bye
tables
Robot,
pop up,
Geek
the
Nation
tables
Tours.
pop up. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Bye Bye Robot, Geek Nation Tours. We're
No
talking
kidding.
to you.
Larry.
Larry, yes. All of our friends over that we love to hang out with and love to have as our neighbors.
I guarantee you there's one vendor that does not have to worry.
Oh, Creation.
No, Roddenberry.
Oh, well, yeah. I doubt that. But he's, think of how many booths, how many table areas does he have? He buys like 10 of them.
That's
right?
what I mean.
I mean, so, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just, and Lightspeed too. I mean, there's a bunch of multiple, I don't know. I was just.
Novos.
A Novos. Again, what's going to happen to them? I'm just saying, holy crap, the booths are available. Tables are not yet available according to the little drop down thing. But we don't even know what the prices are. And I'm just I'm pissed about that. Going, how can you sell me something when you can't tell me the price? But I have to feel like I have to put in for it in order to reserve and get my name in first.
You have to reserve your reservation.
It's beyond unprofessional.
You have to reserve your reservation.
Ugh, okay. Oh, so either way, I put in for it. Hopefully we'll be confirmed for it.
Right on.
And we'll find out soon. So there. That was the kind of convention news. It is going to be big. There's no doubt about that. The 50th anniversary keeps growing and growing and growing. Hey, it's going to be exciting because Hallmark is actually going to be there this year. They're going to have
wow.
Kevin's going to be there?
Yep.
Yay.
Awesome.
Yep. At least I think they are. That's what I was told. So it's just going to be big. It's just going to be big. And I can't wait and I'm excited, but damn it, I don't want to get screwed. All right. How the hell? All right.
You can roll one of those, trust me.
I bet. I just realized that there was an embankment on the side. So yes. Book news.
Book news.
Tell me a Star Trek story. Book news.
Book news. Dayton's been a writing fool. He don't need no NaNoWriMo.
Yeah,
Don't get him started.
He's participating, or
Please don't get him started.
He's not participating formally.
well, not formally, but he's playing along, right along with everybody else. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, he's writing his ass off.
I'm just gonna say this about Nano.
Oh,
To the quote real unquote writers that bitch about Nano and people thinking they're right, shut the fuck up. Do your job and don't worry about people who maybe are kickstarting their dream. Maybe it'll never get done, but it's something they've always wanted to do. You're such fucking piss. Ugh.
Does writing show notes for the 24 hours GNT count towards Nano? Because that's all the writing I have time for right now.
Probably. Wait a minute, why isn't Steve doing it? He doesn't sleep.
Yeah, but he has kids.
Have you read what he wrote? I'm just sorry, Steve. That was cruel.
And they talked.
We love you, man.
And then I played lots of good sounds.
I played lots of good sounds. He did too. He kicked ass last week.
Oh,
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What other book news do we have, Mikey?
Well, real quick. I mean, Dayton has been a writing fool, and his October rundown wrap up goes over all of the stuff that he's got in his that he's working on, and I can't
in the hopper,
and there's just so much there. I mean,
it's crazy,
and
it's
nuts.
He
does it all while drunk. That's what is the most impressive part of the whole thing.
Even more so, yes. So
we had a great Daytonism this week.
Oh,
trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just happy that one of the things he's put in here as other stuff in the pipeline is the Enterprise job. And he wrote in there, it's 2014, marked the 50th anniversary of the building of the original Enterprise model, and with the recent news that it will soon be moved to a more prominent location in the Air and Space Museum, as well as possibly receiving a new restoration effort, I told myself I have to get off my ass and get this finished, formatted, and available for public consumption and ridicule. Of course, all of that news about the actual model made me rethink significant portions of my story. I was wondering whether or not that would happen.
Wait a minute.
Because
Johnny Snowball's British?
Is it?
He says he thinks he's going to have to get to London Heathrow.
Oh, cool. Maybe he's not. He just has to fly through London. I don't know.
From what, New York?
Maybe it's Stockholm or something. I don't know.
That's a good point. Here it is. Here's the Dayton.
Cool.
So I tweeted on Friday, my jaw is still numb. Or maybe this was Saturday. And the beautiful Janice tweeted, that will take a while to go back to normal. Fluids, soft foods, limit chewing, and rinse, baby, rinse. I said I'm doing the Dayton Ward recovery plan. Vodka. The next message was, I'm Dayton Ward and I approve this message.
I have to say, Alan, a couple of months ago, Alan bought me a bottle of Clementine vodka.
Is it Clementine oranges?
Yes, it's Clementine orange vodka. And Izzy makes Clementine flavored, the juice sparkling water. It's like a soda, but it's like mostly juice. They make a Clementine one. I'll tell you, that Clementine Izzy and Clementine vodka, oh my God, so good.
Well, we know that for Mike for next year, Terry, Dad's root beer.
Oh.
Dad's root beer, Mike, in a big comfy chair, and he'll be good to go.
Yep.
Oh, that shit was good.
I had one bottle. I looked at Mike, and he was like, "Don't even look at it. Look away, little man."
I like my beverages flavorful. I will just say it that way.
I understand that. That's cool. But, Dayton's working on a whole bunch of shit. He's working on the Travel Guide to Vulcan.
That seems
Did you
very,
see the
very
quotable
cool.
Christopher Pike?
Oh, my God, I almost peed my pants.
Yeah.
Beep, beep,
Beep, beep. That was just
So
fucked up
wrong.
and hilarious.
It's like the quotable gem. The empath.
Okay.
Okay, one more piece of book news that I have.
Cool.
Our friends Terry Erdman and Paula Block.
Yes.
Paula posted on her Facebook, someone created a television commercial for their book, Star
That's
Trek
true.
Costumes.
Yeah. Insight, I believe, did.
Awesome.
It's a beautiful, beautiful book, everybody. I'm not kidding. The Star Trek Costumes, 50 Years of Fashion from the Final Frontier. It's beautiful.
They're such good books.
Oh my God, they're so wonderful.
I posted yesterday about, I was watching Norma Ray, a movie I've always wanted to see but never saw. And Ron Liebman is in it.
Yeah.
And he's so good in it. And I didn't know, I know him from like Ross from Rachel's father on Friends. And Terry came in and said, oh, watch him with this, this, and this. He's just such a nice human being.
He really is. He really is.
Terry Erdman for president.
Yeah, I'd vote for him. Paula wouldn't let him run, though. I don't think he'd run. You think he knows it's just, no, why waste your time?
Erdman Drexler, he's 16.
Oh, my God. What else, Mikey?
That's all I got for book news.
Okay.
Dillmore Ward, 2016.
What was that, Nick?
Dillmore Ward, 2016. And I put Kevin first, not only alphabetically, but I don't want Dayton's finger on the button. That's all I'm saying.
We do have some general news, not Star Trek related.
What's new in the Star Trek universe? General news.
Well, yes, Star Trek related for at least the first one. I'm not sure did we talk about this last week? It happened during the show, I think. It's when we made the announcement that Howard Anderson, the visual effects pioneer, had passed away.
Yes.
During this show, we just, again, want to send our loving condolences to his family and friends.
Fred Thompson passed away this week.
Yes, he did.
That was a very shocking.
Because I don't think a lot of us knew he was sick.
No Star Trek connection there, but
no,
very fine actor.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people didn't realize that he had had come out of remission.
I didn't know. I mean, that was one of them where I was like, no, that can't be who I think it. Yeah, it sure is.
It was. Yeah. He was a great actor and a wonderful civil servant.
Seemed like a guy that you could hang out with.
Even
his worst political enemies said, "No, he's a great guy."
He's a great guy.
He was one of those guys I had on my list. Like if I was having a dinner party, like him, Ellen, Whoopi Goldberg. Talk about some fun conversation.
Yeah, no shit.
Awesome. Kevin Smith.
Oh my God, that'd be great. And then Marina Sirtis has been interviewed over at StarTrek.com about her roles in Fifth Passenger and Eternity and the Star Trek cruise, which I think is pretty cool. So, Mike, you want to put the link for that into the chat room?
There it is.
We have an interview coming up this week, don't we?
We do.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, during Flash. And don't worry, I'll tell this person about that.
Well, wasn't she? What was she in? Arrow?
Yes.
Or Flash?
No,
she was in
on Flash. She
was
on Flash. So I'm going to say, hey, I'm watching Flash. You know that show?
Are we going to see her again? Wouldn't that be awesome?
And for those that don't know, the very talented, very lovely, very vivacious Chase Masterson.
Yes.
Or as I now call her, Empress Lita.
Empress Lita.
And I just go,
We'll be interviewing her on Tuesday, so let's say by Friday we'll have it up because Mike needs a break.
No.
Mike needs a break.
Terry?
I have very specific instructions.
We have very specific instructions.
That's right, because okay. Yeah.
Because we'll be talking about things we can't talk about.
That's because of our NDA.
So
people, I don't think people know.
If that isn't a tease, I don't know what is.
And if people don't realize that we've actually signed an NDA. We're like actually legit.
It's true.
In fact, they're they were thinking about having it tattooed on our backs, but
no kidding. No kidding.
But because of Jesfa, they said, no, you don't need to. She's a lawyer.
So yeah,
you're right, Paul. They didn't.
They didn't. But I tell you, they could. They could still. Her character is not her character. I think they could.
I want to see her on Supergirl.
Oh, it'd be great.
Have you seen it yet, Terry?
No, not yet. But I will. I will. You
know, Janice, the lovely, the beautiful.
Yeah.
The very dark. I'm still reeling. Janice had a dream she told me about, and I got to tell you, it's like something John Carpenter dreamed up. It was very bizarre. But she hates Supergirl.
Is it too cheesy for her?
No, she hates the character.
Oh.
She hates her from the comics and the cartoons and everything.
Yeah. That's okay. You know what?
No,
that's okay.
It's not. It's Supergirl.
It's really okay.
No, it's Supergirl.
I don't. Okay, I guess what floored my mind about that was I just found out there are no current Supergirl comics.
Yeah. Oh, that's DC. They're always looking forward. Because, hey,
so they
we've
put
got
on
a
new
show
TV
coming
show,
out.
But don't have a corresponding comic.
We have a show coming out on the Most Watched network.
Oh, my God.
And we're going to aim it so that... And I'm going to say this. We're going to aim it so that girls have a superhero to look up to every week. We've got merchandising. We've got the show. We've got this unbelievably bubbly and effervescent star who's going to just be the geek crush of the year. We've got everything in place. What about a comic? No, we don't need that.
Yeah, I was blown away by that idea. I can't believe
maybe they're trying to they're waiting to see what they do on the show.
No, they had no plans, Mike. Now
they had no
rushing
plans
to get one out digitally.
Oh man,
rushing. Do you believe that? Because little girls are showing up at comic book stores now.
Right on. Well,
without something to give them.
That part is bad, but it's great that the little girls are getting interested. You know, that's awesome. But
and with a hero who wants to be a hero.
Yes.
There's no gray area. There's no angst about being a hero. None of that. She wants to be a hero. Her failures come from trying too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
And
so
not
crazy.
really knowing her limits. But
in the series, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So cute.
Thank you, Matthew.
All right.
Look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Don't say anything. Just look at her.
All right, you guys.
No, don't say anything.
All right. All done.
Oh man.
There you go.
We still have a lot to go over, so.
Right. We have, and let's just start with it.
Did we get any email, Mike?
What?
Have we gotten any email other than spam?
No, not.
Hey, Russia,
not really
knock it off.
Yeah, no shit, Russia. You're pissing us off. So, during our 24-hour show of G&T,
no, they waited till we went off the air.
Yeah, fucking bastards. Like hours after we went off the air.
I'm blaming JVC on this.
He did it to us on purpose, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
There was kind of a shocking announcement. And
it broke the internet.
And
I know. Can you believe that they did a 90-minute Walking Dead? That was unreal. No, that's not it.
Crickets.
That's not it.
We get a copy of this press release from CBS, and I had to read it 4 times. Going,
Am I dreaming?
Oh my God!
Now,
is this a joke? I really thought it was a joke.
Let's Braga back to February at Shore Leave. What was it Dave Mack said? If anything's going to be announced, it will be like November time frame.
Right.
And he didn't know anything.
No.
But he was just talking about that.
But that's just how
Dave
it would
Mack,
work, right?
I bow before your awesomeness.
Yeah, no shit. So, holy crap, you guys, we're getting a new Star Trek series.
Grab the remote. Star Trek's on. Television news.
After 11 years? 10 years? When did Enterprise go off the air? 2005? So, 10 years. So after a full decade, which is usually what it takes for people to kind of chill the fuck out from the previous idea or incarnation of Trek, at least we didn't have to wait 25 years like, we almost had to do with TNG. Yeah, I love that. CB announced a new Star Trek TV show. The GNT show bump is real. Yeah, because that's really what caused the announcement of a new series was our 25-hour show.
They said we better get on this shit.
That's right. However, the announcement has also, as you can imagine, as it is with Trekkies, because we are, if anything, crazy. The show is going to be beginning in January of 2017, so it will be released after the third movie is done.
I can understand that.
Absolutely. Although everybody through the rumor mill has already said that there was some kind of a carve-back agreement that CBS wouldn't develop a television show until after the movies were done.
And again, I totally understand that.
I do too. So that doesn't surprise me. What did surprise a lot of people, and myself included, is that the new series will release the pilot only on CBS Network, and every other episode from then on would only be available from CBS All Access, which is their streaming service, not unlike Hulu or Netflix.
And we've discussed on this show many times about networks not moving into the social media digital age, and CBS is taking that step, and what better franchise to do it with than Star Trek?
So how we see it, I don't know, Mike, do you, I assume you agree, I don't know, I don't want to speak for you, is that at least Nick and I have seen it as this is great news because it shows that CBS sees Star Trek as an anchor show.
Yes, I agree with that. This is, I mean, it's, if anything could draw people to their service, it's certainly Star Trek. In fact, I subscribed.
You did, I know. That's right, you did. The one thing
I'm not waiting. I know subscribed.
You're starting to pay your $6 now. It's $5.99 a month right now for CBS All Access, which really isn't all that bad for a streaming service. I think Netflix runs $8 a month, and I don't know what Hulu Prime is or whatever they call it. But it's funny is that people, and you can see. Here's the thing. Here's the dividing line I'm seeing in the world of Star Trek, right, in the fandom, and fandom is not unlike a lot of gamers. Per se, there's this attitude that somehow companies should be allowed to make money. I swear to God, that's what it is. It's like, what do you mean they're going to charge me?
Oh, that's not the only thing. Hey, Terry.
Yeah.
I have a Getty-torial.
Let's hear the Getty-torial.
Uh-oh.
I have been a Star Trek fan for almost as long as I've been alive. I would say 40 of my 46 years. For the last several years, I've been blessed to meet some of the most amazing people because of the franchise. But I will say this past week, I have been almost embarrassed to be a part of that fandom. The reaction to the announcement of a new Trek series returning to TV should have been cause for, pardon the pun, universal excitement. But no. The chorus of bitching, claims of it sucks, and people already declaring it a failure, with only the knowledge there is a new series on the horizon. And let's discuss the very odd cult of personality that has grown around fan productions, and the cult-like followings and bizarre calls that this fan production or that one should have been chosen as the next canon program. It's like watching some Jim Jones disciples slavishly praising their god of choice, and getting upset if anyone likes anything they don't. Get a grip. Take a pill. Get laid. Do some fucking thing. Also, while you're at it, remember, they are just fan production and exist only because CBS allowed them to. The banhammer could be dropped at any moment. Then what would you do? Boo-hoo, fuck off. I had the chance to discuss this odd outcry with someone on one of the fan productions, and this person said, "Are we all forgetting that we're Trek fans? There's room for all of it. Watch/support what you like. Don't watch/support what you don't."
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything away from other productions to see more stuff being produced. I could not agree more. But what hurts as a fan the most is the pettiness and downright childish tantrums many in the community have been throwing. It's a stain on the fandom that deserves better. Get your shit together and stop acting like spoiled little bitches and bitch boys. I mean it when I say the following. If this is what you call being a fan, please, I implore you, go be a fan of something else. I understand Twilight is a haven for the preteen and teen mindset. You'll be right at home there. Joel on True.
That was awesome. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I'm so beyond excited about this. I can't even. I didn't realize how excited I would be. I really didn't, because I really never saw it happening. Does that sound weird? So it was a real surprise to my psyche to hear that we're actually going to get a new series, you guys. And I really, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, well, I kind of sort of called it.
Yeah, you did.
Several months back, I was thinking, I think I announced on the show what I thought the timetable for a new series would be, and lo and behold, this is what we're getting.
Yeah. Dave Mack had you beat. He said it back in February.
But even still,
maybe, I don't know. I don't remember when I said it, but
I'm just happy that it's happening. And here's the other thing is that how many times during this show alone did we talk about the idea that if they were going to do a new show, wouldn't it be cool if they used the streaming services to do it? We all thought, gee, Disney's taking 4 of their superheroes to Netflix. Why doesn't CBS take it to Netflix? We thought, wouldn't it be great for Star Trek if it was out on Netflix? Because that way we could really deal with, some pre-investment into, the quality of the show, the writing of the show, the censorship on the show. I mean, let's put it that way. I think what people are going to freak out about, and I really hope that Alex Kurtzman has a good enough writing team.
Heads just exploded. You said his name.
I know.
He's the executive producer.
I'm sorry, in my opinion, he's not Orsi, and he was who I had the issues with.
And he's a producer. He's not the writer.
Correct, but he does have ultimate creative control. Yeah, so he can tell the writers yay or nay. It's just like Berman and Braga did, right? They were the producers of Enterprise, and they got to put the kibosh on something they didn't think would work. So he is going to be the guy with the reins. But my concern for him is, how can you modernize Star Trek without losing that core and keeping the core fandom along for the ride? And how are we as a fandom going to deal with the fact that this has to be a show which is extraordinarily modern? It has to speak to this time, this age, our current social status. It has to. It can't be TOS. It can't be TNG. It can't even be DS9. How are they going to deal? How are they going to deal with a very, very modern show? And how is Kurtzman going to deal with the idea that, you know what, we're tired. We're tired of the super negativity. It doesn't mean you can't have conflict. It doesn't mean you can't have a really great. I mean, to be honest with you, people are like, I don't want any more war. I'm like, you know what? No, you can. You could totally have a new war. You could totally have a new war. You just have to deal with it in a very modern, very Star Trek way.
The Romulan War would be ripe for that.
Huh?
Romulan War would be ripe for that.
That's going back in time, though.
So?
They said it would be a future show, set in the future.
It said that?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how far in the future. I don't even know if it's going to be prime timeline. Let's face it. They did say it could be the future of JJ Verse. It could be. We don't know. I don't know. What's that? Somebody rang me.
Yeah, don't read it.
Don't read it.
We'll lose you.
So either way, I'm So I'm a little bit kind of not concerned as much as I'm hopeful. I'm going to remain hopeful that the new show will be able to do those very modern tales that we really need to have done. Without that network, I hate to say it, but without that network kind of, I think the creativity has been opened up. I think their freedom to be able to have a unique show.
Can we just discuss for a moment, though, the fucking the people just, like, it wasn't even 5 minutes after the first thing I saw posted, the fucking negativity.
Yeah.
And the how dare Fan Production X not get this. Okay, Fan Production X is fan production. I don't care how much it cost. I don't care what guest stars they have.
But once again,
what's this weird cult of personality that's grown around some of these?
This idea that somehow they had a shot at being the next show.
No,
I swear
but
to God,
there's a cult-like personality happening around some of them.
Yeah, there is.
And I don't get it. And it's not one. There's a couple that are like that.
You know what? It comes down to money.
Look, I can understand if someone's donated $1,000 to one of the fan productions and wants it to succeed beyond everything. I get that.
Right.
But then to start ragging on CBS because they didn't choose this, that's not making a Star Trek movie out of Star Trek heritage.
It goes straight to the heart of a certain core or a certain group of the fandom, even fan fiction, right? I hate your fan fiction because it doesn't follow my idea of what Star Trek should be. It's the same group of people who are going to hate the next Star Trek television series, regardless of what it is, mainly because it doesn't fit their preconceived idea of what Star Trek will make a good Star Trek. And only their specific idea is good enough. And they find
it's got a long way to go to be as bad as Voyager. That's all I'm saying.
It's so not true.
And Oren, I'm calling you out. Stop saying Enterprise was the worst of the Star Treks because you're wrong.
You're totally wrong. But look at what happened with Enterprise. Now, Enterprise didn't fail.
Enterprise took 2 seasons to get good. I mean, we have to say that.
Enterprise, and here was the other thing. It wasn't, I liked the first 2 seasons of Enterprise, people.
Season 1 was good. That. Season 2 was really not that good.
But they weren't that bad. They weren't
they're
that
not Voyager.
But here's the thing. What killed Enterprise was you couldn't fucking find it.
Yeah.
They changed the goddamn night every week, it seemed, right? It was like, where was it? I don't know. It was just, wasn't it on Saturday nights for a bit? I don't know. It was, you could not find the damn show.
I don't know. I was at war.
I was just saying, I gave up. I think we watched a couple of episodes in the first season and then we just gave up after that.
Well, Terry, this was something
I watched it all afterwards and I loved it.
Something we talked about in G&T staff meetings during the week. Matthew Anderson says, with the new series coming out, you could see CBS coming down on fan productions to cut down on competition for the new show.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't see them doing anything overt. I don't see them coming out and saying, you can't. The fact of the matter is, they're going to be vying for the same, somewhat. They're going to be vying for the same viewer. That as it may, I don't really see Star Trek coming down and saying, you can't do this anymore if they haven't done so already. The fact of the matter is the money's just not going to be there because fans are going to make their choice. And isn't that already expressing itself a little bit?
And if you're a fan of fan production A or fan production B or C or D or shit, it goes up to J.
Doesn't mean you can't still support them.
Well, also, though, you might want to watch your bitching and moaning because you could get them shut down. If you cause enough stink and bring unwanted attention...
Well, hasn't it always been the risk that that we've been concerned about since day one when some of these really big ones had started to come out? Going, the moment that you start getting into the $1 million, $2 million range on some of these productions, this is fans' money that you're dealing with, and CBS's IP. You don't own it. You just don't own it, and you're running a risk. And we love you guys very, very much, but don't be surprised if the band hammer comes down. I don't know. My biggest concern was that people were actually making a salary off of these things, and that, to me, crosses a very distinct line.
And I still don't understand.
After writing fan fiction for as long as I have, and after being told time and time again, no company is going to print physically your book because they don't want to make money off of something the publisher or the author doesn't own. Then therein lies that because it's a line nobody wanted to cross.
I still don't
people
understand
crossed
somebody
that
getting
line, and CBS hasn't come down on them yet, so I'm not too sure they're going to.
now. If I remember, continues.
It's just I'm sorry. Real quick before we get off the point that Terry just made, they're starting to realize that there are ways to profit from fan fiction. Companies like CBS and them. Amazon's Worlds, for example, is one way. And, it's just a matter... And Cafe Press, just recently with their, Star Trek...
Cafe Press had to cover their ass.
Yes, but again, the CBS is now getting their cut for...
Correct.
So it's opening up people's creativity by not really giving a license, say, to the individual, but giving a license to the distributor.
Right, but there's still money that has to change it, be exchanged with the IP holder.
Yes, yeah.
It's done in these fan productions.
Well, I don't
that
understand
is correct.
now,
and it's just a matter of finding a way to kind of sort of make that happen somehow. But anyways, go. I'm sorry, Nick.
A couple of these fan productions have, or I should say more than a couple, have put out their books to be transparent. And are the actors being paid?
Yes.
Are they being paid the SAG?
They're getting scale.
So they're profiting off of it.
Ding! So are the directors, the actors, the people
because
who
it's no longer a fan production if you're getting paid the SAG minimum. It can then go on a resume as a SAG job, correct?
As far as I know, yes. And that was the whole thing with Melinda Snodgrass taking the position at Renegades. She was going to get they were WGA, they were Writers Guild affiliated. So she wouldn't be something outside union. So
if it's a fan production, the union shouldn't have any say in it because it's a labor of love.
you and I know, and that's where I was saying is that's where the line has been crossed. A line has been crossed. CBS has just been really, really nice about it. Really nice. They have just said, okay, have fun, create what you want. We're not going to come down on you.
They should feel lucky because for an industry that will go after, and I'm not talking about CBS, I'm talking about the union. The way they've gone after 12-year-olds for downloading something, to not go after these.
How can they? What are they doing wrong?
Well, CBS could then claim it's a legit working. It's not a fan production.
Yeah, and they could totally come down and kill them all. Absolutely.
I'm kind of concerned that CBS may still end up doing that just because
they might.
Here's my reasoning. As the series gets closer and they release it, and the idea that it's going to be available online, so people are going to immediately go on the internet searching for it, and they're going to encounter the paywall from CBS All Access, and then they're going to discover
Horizon continues, Farragut, all of those.
Yes, and they're going to. It's more likely the fans or people who don't know are going to assume that those are the real series, and they're not going to be aware of the one of the CBS licensed one on CBS All Access. That's one of my concerns.
It is, and it should be a concern. I mean, success is going to breed contempt. We are already finding out, it's also where the fan is going to put their money. A fan is going to choose, do they want the official show or not, right? If they have $6 to spend a month, are they going to give it to one of the unofficial productions, or are they going to give it to All Access so they can watch not just Star Trek, but every other CBS show?
Now, question about the CBS streaming. One, did they say if they're going to put everything up at once so you can binge watch it?
They haven't said.
They have not said.
And two, what if somebody really hates it? Is it like a month-to-month subscription?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just cancel your sub.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, I have a feeling
the impression that I got, it was going to be released weekly, just because of they're going to display the first episode. They're going to air the first episode on network television, and then after that, you have to go to CBS All Access. That's the way I understand it. So I suspect, to increase the amount of time that they're going to be getting subscribers and whatnot, I think it's going to be released over time. But at the same time, that also seems to go against the trend of, binge watching at your pace rather than on the network schedule. So I don't know. It's just I would like to see more clarification. I think a smarter thing would be to put it
out for binge watching, because that's the way of the world now. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how they're going to do it. I think I have a feeling they would keep it on a weekly basis in order to keep people paying on a sub.
But at the same time, they have to be careful doing that because, most people have gotten into the habit of being able to binge watch these web series. So,
well, they're not web series. Remember that. We have to watch We're trying to be very, very clear about our nomenclature. Mike and I were talking about it this week, going, it's not a web series. It's not a web series. It is a television series being streamed. I don't consider Orange is the New Black a web series.
No, right.
That's
Daredevil,
true.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very, very interesting on how it affects the unofficial productions. I really don't see CBS coming down with a band hammer anytime soon, namely because they haven't already. If they wanted to pull in the reins on that, they would have done so a long time ago. And they've always been very, very supportive of the unofficial production. They've always been very supportive of fan fiction. They know that the reason why Star Trek lives on and grows the way it does is because of fandom's own creativity with their IP. And they actually kind of celebrate that, which is pretty damn cool. I think where the large scale, large budget unofficial productions are going to run into problems are going to be the dwindling. It's going to be a dwindling fan group that is willing to pay to support.
Something else.
What?
They may lose some of their actors because if this new series calls on people that have been in before. There are, who have said that they'll be in some of these fan productions. I can think of quite a few that could be called.
I just get the feeling that, people who were involved...
They might be told you can't be involved with this project, which is not unheard of.
Well, they might. That's very true. However, I'm
thinking somebody like a J.G. Hertzler.
I don't think so. I really think that
any
CBS
Trek would be... You need to have back in.
And here's the reason. Here's the reason why. Because I can pretty much guarantee that the new production company is going to cut all ties with previous Trek.
Well, then they're very stupid.
I really do. I think it's going to be.
Jeffrey Combs for captain, or I riot.
I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna be more. It's gonna be like Next Generation was to TOS. It's gonna be all new characters, very few callbacks, very few cameos. There will be
very few callbacks. The entire second episode was a redoing of a TOS episode.
No. We were talking about actors. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see very many of people from previous episodes reappear. There will be a couple I predict, but they're not gonna be common.
Horta as captain.
I don't know. I really do think that it's going to... Yeah, our biggest concern, I think everybody's a big concern, is that we really don't want it to be Star Trek 90210, right?
If it's well written, why not?
Oh, no. I don't want Star Trek Academy. I just don't. I want maturity, please.
Why would the Academy not be mature? If you did a story about West Point, that wouldn't be mature?
No.
No dystopia either.
Okay, here's the thing.
Oh, that one I more than agree with.
Okay, no dystopia. If it's a well done drama, as long as it doesn't turn into 90210-ish dynasty type shit, where it's all about, oh, he didn't have sex with me, and oh my god, isn't she hot? Oh, I'm sorry, I saw 30 seconds 30 seconds of Quantico. What the fuck? Oh my god. 30 seconds. Horrible.
I'd rather see that than Star Trek CSI. I'm just saying.
Agreed. But it is CBS, right?
That's a good point. Or Star Trek NCIS.
It's
50 degrees in Chicago. Shout out Lisa Marie. See how I did that?
I don't want a show about kids. I want a show about a goddamn Star Trek ship or universe. It doesn't even have to be about one ship, right? How long have we talked about? Can you broaden the universe a little bit? Can we have more than one character?
Captain Sean?
No, again, I would love it, but I don't think they're going to go back in time. I don't think they're gonna go back that far. I think it's going to be
Trek Online game? Is it back in time?
What are you talking about, Captain
Sean?
Oh, I thought, yeah, that'd be fun. God, wouldn't that be fucking cool?
Fucking Andorian captain?
Shit, yeah.
Excuse me, I need a moment.
I know. I would love that. I would love it. And
here's one thing I really hope, and CBS, we know you're listening because we're G&T. Diversity in the crew.
Yes.
And please,
I'm not talking just gender diversity. Species diverse.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The goddamn technology is there.
Yes.
You're CBS. You make enough money every year.
And in
the other
I would like to take it a step forward. I would like to also see not only species diversity, but I want to see more than just humanoids.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what we were saying. Yeah.
Please, no forehead of the week.
We do have to say whether their budget going to be in. Are they going to be able to handle a cost?
That's what I'm saying. Jeff Combs, Shran's great grandson, Captain Shran. How about that?
Captain. Oh man, that'd be fucking awesome.
The 14th.
And he still calls them pigskins.
Because there is no such. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I'm sorry, that would just be hilarious. I would really like to see that kind of diversity. I would love to see a non-human be a captain.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it. Oh god, that'd be fucking awesome.
And I think Andorian, and not Vulcan, and I only say that because we've seen the Vulcans.
Please,
we've had the Vulcans.
Yeah.
And
why not?
Tellarite.
What about Tellarite?
Captain. Tellarite Captain. Yes.
It'd be fucking hilarious. It would be like House.
Yes, it would be.
That'd be Archie Bunker as the captain. But Andorians Andorians are so ripe with their planet and their culture and everything, and something we've seen very little of in Trek.
And a non-corporeal science officer.
Now you're just getting silly.
Why not a Medusan? He just pops out of his box every so often.
Well, then fuck a Horta Navigator.
There you go.
Every time gets excited and burns the console up.
Lays an egg.
When he gets scared, he lays an egg. Oh, geez, not again.
Mike.
No navigate I.
Wow. Wow.
The ship's counselor's a Horta.
The yeoman's job is just to take the eggs out of the bridge every time they go into battle.
And I don't care if it's from the novels. Dr. Ree.
Oh, fuck yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? I know I have a personal the idea of I don't necessarily want to see, if they're not going to do Titan, I don't care. That's fine. But what I want from Titan in the new series is that diversity. I really like the idea of a truly non-humanoid crew. We're more than three tits.
Paul says people tripping on eggs on the bridge. Every time the ship gets attacked and it rolls, you see the eggs rolling to one side, then to the other.
I really would like to see something, truly unique, and I'm up for it. I have to say, I am psychologically preparing myself for a more modern show that is probably going to have to deal with a war as a center for conflict.
CBS, there's a bunch of authors who could really help you with Star Trek.
I know.
We're just saying.
I think they know
Kevin Dillmore, Dayton Ward.
I think they
Peter
could tell me.
David, Kristen Byer. By the way, let me say this. If you missed our interview with Kristen Byer during the 25 hours of 24 plus 1 of G&T, you missed probably one of the most informative and fun interviews we have had, and I cannot wait to have her back on. And her interaction with Mark Cushman was awesome, but I love her. She's awesome, and you really should listen because she told us some stuff I had not heard before.
Right.
And it was awesome.
It was very, very cool.
About the novels and the reason some of the stories were the way they were.
Go ahead, Mikey.
I was just going to remind everyone that it is currently not out yet, the hour that Nick is mentioning, but I am working as fast as I can to at least get them edited. Janet is in charge of the release schedule, so
that was what, like hour 16 she was.
Yeah,
was
so
like
it's
2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, but it was so fun, and when the guests overlapped each other and talked, it was so much fun. And Swallow then had to rebut.
I was actually surprised, that some of the authors, some of our guests, they were hanging out. I mean, longer than what they were scheduled for, just so that they can meet meet someone new that they haven't had a chance to talk to.
Well,
right.
And
such
I
as
loved
Kirsten
it that
and Mark.
James had to come on to refute.
Yeah, that was totally unexpected.
That was totally
his royal
awesome.
ears were ringing.
It was awesome.
He had been invited, and all of a sudden, but he couldn't make it, and then all of a sudden he actually shows up, and it's like, wow, awesome. We had quite a few surprise guests throughout the show.
But so she was magical.
It was really, really fun. I kind of want to get back to real quick.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about that because
to the idea.
We didn't really talk about that last week because we were fucking insane.
Yeah.
We're tired.
It was so tired. One of the things about the new show, the new Star Trek show that's coming out in 2017, that has come up as part of a point of contention with some of the fandom. We touched on at the very beginning of this conversation, but I really want to address again, and that is there is believe it or not, there's actually a petition out there.
It's hilarious.
That people want to cancel the show already, although it hasn't.
No, he was doing that totally as a shot at those people that are bitching.
But there is a petition out there for people who want it to be removed from CBS All Access because they don't want to have to pay extra.
Oh, that one? No, I didn't see that one. I saw the one where the guy was pretty much...
Oh, that was hilarious.
Slamming those people's dicks in a windowsill.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I'm sorry, again, dicks and tits. I don't want to leave anybody out.
There's the idea that somehow, what was it that... It's the same attitude I see on gaming forums all the time, and that is, oh my god, they're just trying to make money. I swear to God, the words come out of these people's mouth and onto a screen.
Did these people say that about Daredevil or Jessica Jones or any of the shit that Netflix is doing? No. Somehow, go ahead, because I'm going to take it because I'm going to say it.
Yeah, it somehow there's this idea that CBS does this from the kindness of their hearts.
They owe us.
That somehow they owe you, that Star Trek is yours, that you get it for free, and let me tell you, you don't. You inevitably pay to watch Star Trek, and you do so through the viewing of ads. You do so through purchasing of products and licensed products, which, so far as I understand, those who are like, they just want more money from us, probably have a Star Trek item or two in their home.
As they're typing in their Star Trek onesie.
With their Star Trek shuttle mouse. I'm just...
Yeah.
There's this idea that somehow it's wrong for a company to want to make money.
Did you pay to go to the movie?
Thank you. Yeah. And you watched ads before that one, too, I bet.
Do you pay for your cable or your dish?
Mm-hmm. I mean, remember a long time ago, Alan brought this up when we were talking last night. He goes, remember how the people are like, well, I live in the middle of nowhere and I can't get streaming. My broadband sucks. And I'm thinking, we had the same problem, not even...
Shit, you don't even get phone reception
15 years ago when we didn't have cable? I didn't
have
cable.
phone reception.
I don't have cell phone reception.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
People, I'm not kidding. I have to say, Terry, can I use your landline because I need to make a phone call? I have a court deposition
we don't have
today.
Cell phone reception.
Right. Remember, I had to make a court deposition.
Yeah.
I need to tie up your phone line.
Yeah.
Yes, it was another restraining order, people. Leave me alone. Harlan Ellison was very adamant about that one.
I'm just saying is you know what? There are going to be some people who aren't going to get access to it. You don't have the only thing that we as a government, as a people, and what the government allows us to provide is public service announcements. That's it.
Paul, I'm going to
that's
disagree with Paul. I'm going to disagree with Paul, and that's very rare because I love Paul, and I would take a bullet for Paul. I don't know why they're even going to bother putting the pilot on network TV. Just launch it on All Access. No, putting it on network TV for the pilot, you're going to draw a whole lot more people in if they like it.
That's their commercial. That's their
exactly.
Pilot is their commercial.
That's exactly right. And if the pilot is strong enough to have people actually go, ooh, you know what?
That's your free hit.
Month.
That's your free hit.
That is totally your free hit. Yeah, it's true. And people are making that simile, right? It's like, oh man, they're just saying, here's your free hit. Now you have to go pay for more. I'm like, well, welcome to capitalism.
Yeah.
I just don't understand where people have this idea that somehow they are entitled, and I'm going to use the word, that they're entitled to see this for free.
That's the era we live in now, Terry. It's the era of entitlement.
But I'll tell you what, it's not the younger generation bitching about this.
You're right. It's the older fans.
It's the
fans
older
who feel they're owed because they've been with them for so long.
They've been with them for so long. I've been a fan for so long. You owe me. Well, welcome to the new world, people, because in about 10 years, cable ain't going to be around.
Paul says, what if it's like Encounter at Farpoint?
You know what? I kept watching TNG after Encounter at Farpoint.
Money. I see
did.
Loss of money.
Did we all stop watching TNG after Encounter at Farpoint? No.
I didn't even watch Encounter at Farpoint because I was in basic training.
Yeah, see, you don't count. We continued to watch on a weekly basis for 7 fucking years after Encounter at Farpoint. So don't tell me, look, if it's as bad as that. You know what? People will still watch because it's Star Trek.
I'm going to say this, too. In this day and age, a pilot that bad is a rarity for something so
It wasn't even that
high
bad.
profile. Oh, please.
No, it really wasn't. And introduced Q, who was fascinating at the time. This was the 80s.
No, Q. It was Jellyfish.
It was the 80s.
And it was Deanna crying, going, happiness.
Now, with 20 years under your belt, you better believe you're going to... 30 years. It's going on.
Even when I saw it then, I retched.
But which was how long after the show had come out?
I got to Indianapolis in November, so 2 months.
Oh, okay. How did you see it then? Wasn't on rerun?
Somebody had taped it on the VCR.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Somebody had taped it.
Somebody in the barracks had taped it, and they were
now,
like,
mind you, for all of you youngins out there, Nick and
there was no TiVo.
There was no such thing as TiVo. So if you wanted to watch it, you fucking had to have a tape in there, and you had to be able to push play or record when it happened. Somebody had to do it for you. So yeah, it's and Johnny Snowball is like, things get canceled so easily if they aren't strong from the get-go. Well,
I don't think that's going to be a problem with the streaming.
I agree. I think that the streaming is going to allow them a form of open creativity that they don't get on network television. Because right now, who gets to put in their 2 cents onto
advertisers.
Content? Advertisers get to come in and say, you know what, I'm willing to pay a shitload to advertise here, but it can't do this, it can't do this, it can't do this because that's not our market. That goes away with streaming.
Hey, Mr. Kurtzman and CBS, I would ask you kindly to just consider going back to the old, Berman Pilar system of accepting scripts. Some of the very greatest Star Trek ever was submitted that way.
I agree. And talk about throwing a bone to the fandom, too.
Mm-hmm. You may never choose one. You may have them piled somewhere in an office. But just accepting them builds you a ton of goodwill.
This Kojiro Van says, you whippersnappers have it so easy. I had to walk across the room to change channels.
We had a remote. It was called, Nick, get up and change the channel.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Then we had the remote with the wire. Remember that?
The most grief I'm seeing about having to pay for streaming services is coming from the older generation who do not take change well. They don't understand that in 10 years, that's all we're going to have is streaming services, and that's all you're going to do is pick the ones that you want. So if you pay $100, my analogy was this: if you're paying $150 a month for your cable now, and you're getting all of these different channels, most of which you know damn well you don't watch. If you were given the opportunity to piecemeal and say you'd pay $6 for CBS, you'd pay $6 for ESPN, or mark my words, ESPN will be dead in 10 years. And what you're going to do is you're going to pay $6 a month for your NFL channel. You're going to pay $6 a month for your sport of choice, produced by the owners of the sport of choice, NFL.
And NFL has already kind of started. They've started something that with the on Yahoo only games from England.
Right. So you're going to pick your streaming services by what shows are produced by that individual channel. CBS, NBC, which already is part of Hulu, and Netflix, which are the what we can call the big three right now. It's All Access, Hulu, and
Amazon.
And Amazon's coming through with Amazon Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is how it's going to be in the future. You might as well embrace the change now and be a part of the market that helps develop it in a way that you have control as a consumer. If you don't like something, cancel your subscription.
Well, one of the big differences is cable television. The way that it works, they purchase blocks of television from the distributors, from CBS, from whoever. But instead of buying it from your cable company, you're going directly to the source. Ideally you're going to be paying less because you're only paying for what you actually want, for actually what you want to watch. So to me, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
For channel surfing, you still have like Netflix and Hulu and whatnot,
and talk about consumer power, right? Mm-hmm. Right now as a viewer,
you're forced into whatever packages the way that they assemble them.
Or you end up, I'm sorry, but as a viewer, I find it kind of repulsive that Two Broke Girls is still on the fucking air.
You know, I saw that show for the first time because it's on TBS now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's horrifically bad.
Isn't it horrifically bad?
People must be tuning in because those two are hot. That's the only thing I can think about.
That's why I watched it.
Well,
and they're hot in very different ways, which is nice.
But they're heinous.
They are.
Somebody called that one girl fat, and I wanted to punch them in the face.
But they're heinous. As characters, they're heinous. They're in a heinous environment.
They're awful
Everybody
people.
Around them is heinous.
Yeah.
Awful writing.
Oh my God. They have bad racist jokes and it's just horrible. It's horrible. But the fact is that it sells, right? Because they're selling to a market that I am not a part of. And that is an older generation that finds this shit funny. It's like, seriously, it's just old cranky people love that show because they are a reflection of themselves.
They're always yelling.
Who? Me?
On that show.
Oh, God.
They're always yelling.
Oh, my God. So the idea that I don't have to purchase, if I got to pick and choose what I wanted to watch, you better believe I'm willing to pay for that. And if you can't afford it, and I'm going to say something really horrible right now. If you can't afford it, you can't afford cable right now.
Janice doesn't have cable. She has Netflix and Hulu.
See? And that's the decision. That's why so many cord cutters are happening, because it's cheaper. In the long run, you get to pick what you want. This is content that I'm happy with. I pay, $10, $15 a month.
Divert some of your... I was going to say, just divert some of the cost of your your cable bill towards internet.
Yeah.
And you still free up so much
money.
Yeah.
It is the wave of the future. It's happening now because that's what people want. And what I was going to say is pretty horrible is the idea is, you know what? If you're older right now and you're cranky because I don't get my free TV anymore, you know what? You're not the core market anymore. Why? Because you're going to be dead in a few decades. Businesses need to keep up with the new and the young. The new and the young are their money of the future. Because
that's why all the ads are geared towards the 18 to 34.
Right. And if you're not going to be their market in 10 years, you're no use to them because your money goes away. Or it gets diverted to the younger generation.
I'll say this, Terry. Watching Norma Ray, no explosions, no gunfights, a movie that was fucking awesome. Why? Because it was about the characters and the journey. Just saying.
I have a feeling. Now, I don't know for sure.
Hooked on a feeling.
I have a feeling that because we are talking Star Trek here, that I don't know if they'll do it at the end of the season or if they'll wait, a couple years to have a chunk of episodes under their belt. But I have a feeling that Star Trek, the new series, will eventually make an appearance on Amazon, on Netflix, on these other channels, just because of CBS's relationship with all of them and the fact that it's Star Trek. It's not going to happen right away. It's like I said, I don't know if it'll happen at the end of the first season, depending on how it's released. But I have a feeling it won't be long. A few years down the road, we'll be seeing it on those other subscription services as well.
Yeah, we might very much, or even more so. Neoma said in the chat room was that she thinks that over time it might become too many choices, right? Like the fact is right now on cable, it's like how many, again, you have 400, 600 channels and you only really watch like 30 of them. But I think that's going to be it. I think that you as a consumer are going to make your choices based on what appeals to you most. I think they're just going to become much more specialized.
I want to get to the point where you can subscribe just to a certain series.
As I was going to say, I have no doubt in my mind that in the future we're going to end up with a Star Trek channel.
Yeah, I would love that. I would not. It would not. To address Neoma's comment, but that's where services like Hulu and Netflix come into play, especially Hulu, where you have various different
I think that's going to go away, Mike. I think that CBS finally said, you know what, with the success of our show on Netflix, Les Moonves realized, oh man, look at the most successful show on Netflix was Star Trek. It was the most successful CBS show. So why not? Why pay somebody else? Why have somebody else make the money off of it? Create your own. I think that's what's going to happen. And I think Netflix knew it. And that's why Netflix started to create its own original content, because they knew that other companies were going to say, you know what, let's bring this in-house. Let's make our own streaming service. Netflix, why are they making money off of our content? I think that Netflix is going to be all original programming in the future. Okay.
I had to hold on. Oh, if our audience doesn't know who Les Moonves is, you need to Google him and look him up. The man single-handedly turned around radio.
Even though he also killed Star Trek for a while. He's not a big Star Trek fan. He really isn't.
But he's a fan enough to know that this is the anchor.
Yeah.
But he's a very shrewd and intelligent businessman.
Yes.
Who understands his business way more than most of the other people in it.
Yeah.
He did it with radio, and if I remember, he started pretty low and worked his way up. And he's a brilliant guy. He rubs people the wrong way, but most brilliant people do. Look at me.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse. That is for sure. I know that for a long period of time, many Star Trek fans were very upset with him because of the cancellation of Enterprise. And he is pretty much directly responsible for that one. So there's goods and bads. And he didn't have faith. He didn't have faith in Star Trek Enterprise.
Is it too early? Is it too early to call on CBS to have him create a spinoff for the new series? We need more
Stop
Star
it.
Trek on TV, not less. That's all I'm saying.
and they blame the death of Star Trek on being oversaturated. Go
Hey,
figure.
here you go. He was in charge of first-run syndication and pay cable programming at 20th Century Fox Television. Another position he held was vice president of movies and miniseries. He was vice president of development at Saul Elston Productions and development. He joined Lorimar in '85, so he goes way back.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Shows
And he's
that
been president of CBS for a long time.
Yeah, he joined CBS in '95.
I don't want to say president. He's not president. He's CEO, right?
April '98 until 2003, he was president and CEO, and then promoted to chairman and
Chairman, that was it.
CEO in 2003.
Because there is a new president at CBS right now, and he's the person who's working with Kurtzman. He's the one who made the announcement about the new series. Les Moonves did not.
Mm-hmm.
The new president of CBS did.
He's the one that gave a new lease on life CBS with the CSI franchise, Without a Trace, NCIS, Cold Case. So the guy knows drama.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I think that the one thing Star Trek fans have to prepare themselves for is that the show is going to have a 2017 mentality. So
I hope that means, kind of like where the idea of where no one is safe, where they're able to rotate crew.
Yeah,
I think we did talk about it during the fundraiser.
I don't know. We talked about it on Twitter and other things too. Is the idea that death is permanent would be a really unique idea for Star Trek.
Yeah.
Just that one aspect of a change would be a real,
Yeah.
I don't want it to turn into like a Walking Dead or a Game of Thrones where you're watching to see who dies next.
Yeah,
No.
I don't want it to become that, but I want it, I would love to see the fact that because of what happens in an episode, your favorite character could be gone tomorrow and gone forever. I think that would really make things interesting.
Yeah.
And it would allow for new blood to be injected periodically and keep the series fresh.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I'm going to do my impression of somebody, Terry, Mike. See if you can guess who this is. Oh, wow, there's a Romulan. Wait, why is there a blonde Romulan? This isn't making any sense.
It's Janice. Oh, well, I know that we're going to have to re-record our opening here. So I want to say thanks for everybody for listening to this week's episode. Do we have any other announcements real quick before we go?
I have something to say. Announcements!
Oh, yes, we do. We have a big one. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Okay. Beginning next week, the G&T show will be starting what we are now calling 50 for 50.
Yay!
What's your favorite episode? G&T shows 50 for 50.
I'm very excited about this announcement. Everybody who gets to listen gets to participate, and that's why what we're going to be doing is thank you to everybody who filled out the polls that we had put on social media that allowed you to vote on every single episode and the quality of each individual episode. Of each individual episode, because what our lovely Alan Kujiro Vance has done is he has taken all of that data and has extrapolated.
Look at her with the big brain words.
I know, these are big brain words. Has extrapolated all that data to come out. So we can now go through the top 50 Star Trek episodes in celebration of the 50th anniversary.
And this is 50 from the entire thing, not just one. It's from all of them.
And did that include the animated series? Did we do that?
It did not.
It did not. So it is. We did not include the animated series because it actually.
But we did have Voyager.
We did. Yes, we had Voyager. Either way. So what we're going to do is we're going to announce in reverse order 50 to number 1 in groups of 2, and we're going to discuss those episodes on our show. So for next week, everybody, if you want to rewatch the episode before we discuss them, here are number 50.
Oh, we're not gonna. Oh.
And number 49. Are you what? We're not gonna what?
I was hoping we would surprise them as we went.
Oh
Well,
no!
The surprise is this week. Next week
this week.
We're gonna give them a chance to participate.
Because we want them to be able to talk in the chat room and to send us questions or topics that they want us to touch on.
I don't care what they say.
I totally care what they say. I love them.
Say.
Are you ready? Number 50.
If you didn't take part in the poll, you're not allowed to participate.
That's so not true. But I have to say, I think the polls data is very, very unique. It's not just how did you like it? It's not a yes or no. This was this was a really horrible. What were they thinking? Scale. It was a rating scale. So in order for a show to have made the top 10, you didn't always have to have not everybody had to have rated it high, but a lot of people would have had to have rated it on the very high scale. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the rating scale was basically from the fuck, how'd that get on the air to hold on, I'm about to come.
Right. And so I think the data is extremely well done. We also have some unique kind of polls that Alan has taken out, not just here were the top 50 episodes of Star Trek, but also the top the top 5 of every single show, the bottom 5 of every single show. We'll do those as little bits of news pieces throughout the next 30 some odd weeks. We hope to have the 50 for 50 done before we go to Las Vegas next year. So that is our goal. So next week, everybody, write these two down. Number 50.
Where's Steve?
Where's Steve? Is Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episode 12, The Pegasus. And number 49, Enterprise, Season 3, Episode 8, Twilight. So we'll be discussing The Pegasus.
Now on with the countdown.
And now on with the countdown.
And if you get that, you're old. Can we do long distance dedications during these? Gotta talk about a fucking dog dying. And where's my pictures? I want a concerted effort. I gotta come out of this upbeat fucking tempo. Sorry, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't lived until you've heard the Casey Kasem meltdowns.
Yeah, Mike is all concerned about watching 10 episodes. No, there's going to be a few weeks where we'll have 3.
Okay, so I was like, we're going to binge watch the night before Vegas.
If we don't have an episode over Christmas or something, when we come back, we got to do 4 episodes.
We're going to be fine.
No, I'm just saying, so our audience knows.
Yes. So this week
that they pay attention to what we say anyway.
Well, exactly. The Pegasus and Twilight. Star Trek TNG, The Pegasus, and Star Trek Enterprise, Twilight.
Twilight's the Memento one, right?
Yeah. The one, we talked about that a little bit on the, to Paul, right? Yeah, so give those two a watch. Send us questions or topics that you would like us to touch on when we talk about those two. And join us for 50 for 50. It's going to be really cool because I think I've seen the top 10 already. I have to say, I like the way the data was taken in because it was taken in it was cool. There's a lot of the Lost crossover. What?
The fuck?
What?
I didn't watch Lost, so that's
maybe me either.
I think that he was referring to the relation to These Are the Voyages.
Yes, very good, Johnny.
That's where the crossover is coming from, I think.
Okay. Whatever. So that was my announcement. Mike, do you have anything more?
Congratulations to Trek Karen.
Yes.
She won our karaoke contest. So she has already received in her hot little hands
and they are hot.
Her prize. So congratulations. Some of the prizes have started trickling out to donors. Everyone should have their digital prizes already.
Yes.
Their physical prizes, some of them are being shipped, some of them have been shipped, some of them will be shipped.
Yep.
Some of them are waiting for payday.
I have a big pile of stuff on the floor here. It's pretty. Lots of fun things that have to go out.
Also stuff that has to be shipped. Boom, boom, thank you.
Very
Be
good.
here all week. Try the veal.
But thank you for getting us your contact information. I will
We still need some contact information.
We
so
do.
Please check your email. If you received a message from me asking for your shipping address, please get back to us so we can get your prizes out.
Thank you. I think that's kind of it.
I think so.
Until next time, you guys. Well, we'll be here for a few more minutes, but
where can people find us on the interwebs, Terry?
That's a really good idea. You can find us on Twitter at SundayGandT. That's ANDT. You can find me on Twitter at Terry Lynn S. That's TerryLynns. Nick?
Facebook, we're...
Oh, yeah.
The GNT Show.
The GNT Show.
The GNT Show. Mike, you have a YouTube channel.
Yes, we do.
I know. It's under Mike. Isn't it under yours?
We've also got Pinterest and...
Either way, you can just go to our website. All of our social media contacts are there.
I believe it's the YouTube is GNT Show.
Pinterest is GT Show.
It's the okay. Pinterest, okay.
We have Google Plus. We're all over the place, folks. But please follow us, like us, do whatever, please, because it really does help us with our ability to cover conventions as well as even in the I don't want to. We're not journalists, but it's really nice to be able to cover other things when people go, oh, well, how many followers do you have? It's a lot easier for us to say, oh, we have a lot of followers on here, and here. That way, people are much more amenable to working with us, so we can get that information out to you.
And we have a pretty good Twitter follow. We need to really bump up the Facebook.
Yeah, so please like us on Facebook. Share.
She'll subscribe. What is it? Subscribe.
Share, subscribe.
Yeah. I guess we should. I'll just mention it one more time. If you wanted to donate and didn't get your chance to donate during the fundraiser, all of our donation links are in the Support Us link in the menu at the top. So.
And again, just
thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you so much.
Real quick question for you guys. Star Trek Online, because we didn't touch on them this week.
Oh, we didn't do the gaming news.
I want to play a Star Trek game. Gaming news.
The Admiralty system's pretty cool.
It's really awesome.
I need to ask a question. I saw that they're having, it says Star Trek TV show giveaway. I can't find it anywhere.
I think it's done with. Wasn't it only available until like the 6th?
It was still up there as of this morning.
What you do is if it's still available, which I doubt, then you would go into the C-store, and then it's under
promotions.
No, it's like combo boxes. What's the
bundles?
The bundles.
Okay, bundles.
You go under bundles, and then it's the Star Trek Enterprise bundle. Should say 100% off.
Enterprise era bundle pack is what it should be.
Oh, okay. I already have that.
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't be able to.
And Al, baby, Al, I love you. You know I love you. But you couldn't have put the thing for the lifetime on my birthday week, so maybe I could have got it as a gift. Very disappointed. And that goes through, November 26th? Something like that?
What does?
The lifetime subscription sale.
Does it?
It goes pretty far.
Good. Okay, cool. That's great news.
It may not be that far.
No, wait, that's the date that it started. Yeah, the 26th, November 26th.
Yeah. Awesome. The new Defiant is out. The new Defiant is out. She's pretty.
I dumped about 5 shuttles to make room for because I had the Odyssey bundle pack.
Yeah.
So I opened it and got my tactical and my science
every
Odysseys.
Fucking science ship I could because the Admiralty. Oh my God, the science because I
need those science ships.
What?
Need those science ships.
Oh my God, Admiralty is so science heavy.
And you know what? It's messed up even more so because I'm Klingon, and you know how many science ships the Klingons have?
Yeah, 0.
Fuck you guys. Give me some science ships.
No, hold on. Don't be a prisoner of your warrior culture where they never, ever, ever focused anything on the science. It was all about a good day to die and war. So you know what? You brought it on yourselves.
Oh my god!
Now,
I'm
I
laughing
do
my ass
think
off.
that, like, somebody like Mike or Terry, somebody that has characters in all the different factions,
Yeah.
I think you should be able to combine your fleets. That's just me. I think that would be awesome. Could you imagine, Mike, if you sent out a Bortisque with a fucking long-range Science Federation vessel and a Romulan engineering?
But see, here's the
Would be
thing: is
interesting.
but you get 2 tracks, you get both. So even if
But you can't
you're right,
send
you
out a
can't
Federation
combine your
ship
fleet.
with a Klingon
I can't
ship.
use my Klingon ships. Yeah, you're
Right. That's
but
what I'm
you do
saying.
get Federation track, and there is a Klingon track.
Yeah,
Because,
and
see,
that's,
it would have
that's
made
cool.
sense to not do it a year and a half, 2 years ago. But now that we're allies again,
Yeah.
I don't see why you couldn't. But, Mike, I'm just saying, the Klingons, we've talked about this. They never, ever focused on anything other than the warrior class. You kind of brought this on yourselves.
I'm just saying, you know.
You notice he's not disagreeing with me today?
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying, you know, if this particular system
they're all science
is requiring,
Yeah.
and players are, you know, stuck in one faction.
You're right.
I laughed my ass off the other day because the most I have ever seen one ship be is 70 in science. Ever.
And I have to. I've got my highest. I think is like a 30 something.
Okay,
That's
and
still
here's the
pretty
thing:
good.
is I actually have on deck right now a mission that is I kid you not, requires 150 science.
Yep, 150 science.
150
I
science,
have one that has
and has an event that cranks it up by 35. So I need 185 science.
Yeah,
I saw one that has a tactical of 158.
I could do tactical at 100.
Oh, I can too, easy.
But then when you combine it with needing like a 60 for science and a 60 for engineering,
then it becomes a little harder.
It becomes very hard.
It does. It really does. So that's why you have to determine, okay.
You know what this is? This is them trying to get you to buy more ships of varying classes.
Well, I did buy some.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that wasn't
they're
a
trying to make
complaint.
money?
This week I did
that
buy.
wasn't a complaint. That was me giving the old wink. Good for you guys.
This week I did buy more ship slots,
yeah.
And I went back in and I started going through and buying the dilithium ships, trying to get some of those low level.
I was going to say, Mike,
low level.
Al had discussed.
Low buy.
Yeah.
Low buy.
Low buy ships are great.
I already have most of the low buy ships, all on another character.
Oh.
However,
see why I'm frustrated?
Yeah.
This is why you don't have 36 characters.
Yeah. I can't wait for the dry dock system.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
I want it to, but I still want a way to be able to, because I don't play those other characters who have all the low buy and the lockbox ships. They're all on a character I don't even play, just storage, you know. And it's like, I really, really need to be able to pack up those ships and send them to my mains now.
Now, Terry, I was thinking of you because I finally I needed like 4 engineering to be able to get at like 100% for one. I was finally able to send my TOS Constellation class cruiser out on an Admiralty, and that just made me giggle.
It does. I unpacked. You're gonna laugh. I unpacked last night. It wasn't the Constellation class. It was the Ambassador class. Unpacked.
Oh, I've had that out for a while.
I've never unpacked
that's good ratings. I unpacked it when Admiralty started.
I've always played escorts. Well, because I have TAC officers, I play escorts. So I've kept all my
that
cruisers
thing has
packed
really good
up.
ratings all around, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first thing I did is I looked at my list and it said Beth had 2 open ship slots, and I was like, hell
Boom.
yeah! I ran over to the ship selecting officer and unpacked 1 big ass science ship and 1 big ass and then the Ambassador class.
It hurt me to get rid of my 2 shuttles that were named after my kids.
Well, see, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the.
But
dry
I can
dock
always
system.
get
I'm
Delta
waiting
Flyer
on the
back.
dry dock system. I'm waiting.
But see,
I'm not going to open any more ships. I'm just not.
I can always get my Delta Flyer back. That it was named after my daughter, and I can always get and I never ever used those shuttles because I fly the Scorpion.
Right. I get it. I really do.
And we use the shuttles so
the dry dock system will be perfect.
Yeah.
you could put it into dry dock and it'll still go out on Admiralty missions, which I think is freaking brilliant.
Sorry, I didn't want to. I know.
No,
longer,
it was stuff we needed to talk about because we just didn't. But again, we're running over now. Need to wrap things
since
up.
we missed the beginning of this, we missed the first 20 minutes, so we're still good.
I'm just gonna do. We need to. Well, let me tie this up. All right. This was episode 213, guys. Thanks for joining us so very much. Keep your spirits up and be optimistic. Let's support our new shows. Let's continue to support our unofficial productions because we love them. And just because CBS is making one doesn't mean you have to stop loving your fan fiction stuff, okay, you guys? It's been around for 50 years. It's going to continue being what we want it to be, so have fun. Join us next time for episode 214, and don't forget to watch and join us for the reviews of the 50 for 50, which is number 50, The Pegasus, and number 49, Twilight. Until next time, live long and prosper.
Kapla.
And remember, the glass is half empty, and nothing's really worth it. We're all gonna die anyway. So just accept that life sucks. There's nothing what? Somebody had to balance out your positivity. You think I'm gonna Jesus. Joe Lantru, bitches.
Music for the GNT show is provided by 5 Year Mission, Enterprise Blues Band, Warp 11, Andrew Allen, and Grethor. The GNT show is a BLB production.
Move ahead, walk back to 10. Put a mini skirt on my yo man. Represent the human race. And we make space a happy place. To fully go where no man's gone before. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. Gonna travel to new worlds. Beam on down and meet some green girls. Gonna see what we can see. A fancy free galaxy. To fully go where no man's gone before. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. Come and take a tour with me. There'll be no cons or Kobayashi. Gonna travel to the end and make new friends with aliens. To fully go where no man's gone before. Space happy. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G